Well, a quite extraordinary hour of entertainment at times, and the sort of freewheeling open diplomacy that has become a hallmark of the Trump administration. Everything out in the open, everything open for public consumption, with the press there as the audience, but at times a pretty awkward ride for the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. There were a number of people in South Africa, in certain sections of society in South Africa, who were worried that Cyril Ramaphosa would be Zelensky'd, as they put it. Certainly it wasn't the same kind of row that we saw with the Ukrainian president those months back, but as I say, at times that's the main crossing route en route to the World Food Programme warehouses in central Gaza. We'll have to confirm that. Regardless, MSF said today that after 11 weeks of the blockade, that amount of aid is hopelessly inadequate. You're watching BBC News.
They had a great enemy.
It's 7 p.m. here in London. This is The World Today with me, Christian Fraser. Donald Trump confronts South Africa's president at the White House with claims from his administration that the white Afrikaner community is facing a genocide.
These are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death.
I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here.
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says their offensive in Gaza will continue until all parts of Gaza come under Israeli control. His statement comes as the wait for arrival of aid in Gaza continues. One charity describes the amount getting in as ridiculously inadequate. Also coming up on The World Today, police investigating a series of high-profile cyber hacks at high street retailers in the UK say they are focusing on so-called scattered spider. We'll dig into the details of that collective. Welcome to The World Today. In the last hour or so, President Trump has confronted South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa with a carefully prepared video which he says supports his claim that there is a genocide of white farmers taking place in the country. Gary Pumser, thank you very much indeed for your time. We'll take a short break around the world and across the UK. This is The World Today. Welcome back. The Israeli Prime Minister says Israel has probably killed the Hamas leader Mohammed Sinwar in an airstrike on a hospital in southern Gaza earlier this month. Anna Leach, good to talk to you. Thank you very much for coming on the programme. We're going to take a short break. The other side of the break, we're going to talk about Marks & Spencer and that hack, which has cost Marks & Spencer's millions of pounds in lost revenues at a time when it should be celebrating quite a healthy balance sheet. So what can they do about it, and why is it going to take them all the way to the end of June to get the problem sorted out? We'll hear from a former hacker who is now turned good guy, who will tell us what they need to do. We'll be right back after this. This is The World Today with me, Christian Fraser. The headlines. Donald Trump confronts South Africa's president at the White House with discredited claims from his administration that the white Afrikaner community is facing a genocide. President Ramaphosa acknowledges South Africa's challenges with violence and crime, but rejects claims of white persecution. Israel says the military has probably killed the leader of Hamas, and the offensive in Gaza will continue until all parts of the territory come under Israeli control. And a web of intrigue surrounds the recent spate of cyber attacks on British retailers. We'll investigate the so-called Scattered Spider Collective. Welcome back. Jordan has sent around 17 children back to Gaza in the last week after it says they completed medical treatment in Jordanian hospitals. BBC Arabic's Adnan El-Bush has tracked down some of their parents who say they don't understand the decision. Connor Leahy talking to us about the hack at Marks & Spencer. We'll take a short break. Around the world and across the UK, you're watching The World Today. Welcome back. It is 85 years since a fleet of small boats crossed the Channel to help evacuate hundreds of thousands of cornered Allied troops from the beaches of Dunkirk. Debbie, thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Congratulations on the music you composed for VJ. It was truly wonderful. Debbie Wiseman, the composer there. You're watching BBC News. Now, there's another big event which is happening tonight, and if you're a supporter of Tottenham and Manchester United, you'll know all about it. It's about to kick off in Bilbao in the next few minutes. Let's go to our team in Salford, and Will Perry is there for us. Hello, Will.
You are watching a special build-up for the Europa League final between Tottenham and Manchester United, which, as you can see from the clock at the top of the screen, 8:51 local time in northern Spain in Bilbao. Andy, thank you very much indeed. Our sports correspondent Andy Swiss outside the San Mamés Stadium as the trophy I can see is being put onto its plinth inside the Stadio San Mamés, with kickoff just 5 minutes away.
For all football fans, the gateway to the Champions League, the Europa League final tonight, with 2 British teams in it and a big payday at the end of it for the winning side. That's it from us. Ben is here. Ben Brown will be here with the context very shortly. Do join in for that. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching.
Hello. We've seen some heavy downpours and some thunderstorms